Hello everyone, today we're going to do a deck flip through. It's been a while, but without further ado, let's get going. We are going to look at the Tarot of Mages. I believe this deck is by Philippe Eberhardt. I think that this deck is in French, but I may be wrong. Anyway, this is the opening cards. When you open the deck, I'll show you the box very quickly. We're not here for the box, but just for people thinking about buying it. This is the box, super nice, sleek black. This is the front, okay? So I'm not sure what the signed edition is like. There were only 3,000 of these ever printed, and they were printed in 1985, and 500 of them were signed. So unfortunately, this is not a signed version, so I can't show you the card, but I can show you the artwork. So this is the opening card. Then it has like I believe this is advertisement. I'm just deducing down from what I know in English. Again, I'm not fluent, so I cannot tell you exactly what these things mean. So it starts with the Magician. And this deck doesn't really follow Rider-Waite or the Thoth layouts. It's its own thing, which is super cool. Now we obviously have the Kabbalistic tree, right? And a part of Hermeticism or quote unquote magic, whatever you may perceive that to be, is about balancing the tree of life within ourselves and the outer world. Okay, so it's the Magician. Heavy emphasis on the tree. Here we have the Empress or La Papisse. Papisse. We have the checkered floor. Kind of in it. Almost looks like the horn diadem is like a phoenix or something like that. Super cool deck. I mean, the artwork on this is really impressive. And then at the very end, I'll show you the back of the deck, the back of the cards. It's the Empress. The Emperor. Oh, he's even on the cube. The legs crossed. I think this one probably falls in line more traditionally, at least the Emperor card, with the Rider-Waite. I'm seeing little resemblances of the Rider-Waite in the previous cards as well. But this one for sure falls in line more with it than any of them. Okay. Here we are at the Hierophant. Got the two people. Very dark Hierophant. The Lovers. Okay, I'm gonna flip through the rest of them pretty quickly here, just to give you guys a glimpse of what this deck is like. I haven't really seen too many of these for sale, and when they are for sale, they're a little expensive. So if you see one reasonably priced, I would definitely say grab it if you're a collector. If you like obscure tarot decks, this is definitely one of those. And again, this was printed in 1985, so this will never be printed again. Unless the copyright runs out in 50 years. But who knows how many of these will be left in another 50 years. I feel like a lot of these decks, you know, the person dies that owned it and their kids just kind of throw it away. There's a lot of tarot hate too because people think that it's not godly, but honestly, esotericism, you know, mysticism, occult studies have been around longer than the church, and the church derived a lot of its ideas from these teachings. So they did place strength at number 11. This last one very much had Crowley vibes attached to it. Here we are, the Hangman. Super cool deck. Now, if you noticed, we haven't gotten to the Fool yet. That's because this author put it at the very end. I almost feel like the Hierophant was more devilish than the devil himself in this deck. So funny, but it seems to be so. Now, I understand this, but I'm having some trouble understanding that last number. If anybody knows, give a shout out. Let me know. The Tower. It's a nice Tower card. It's a very esoteric deck. You know, I almost feel like the artist was well beyond his age. I feel like this is a very 21st century, very much 21st century art. Alternative art. Doesn't really have 80s vibes attached to it, to me at least. Almost to the end here. This is Judgment. It almost seems like the artist is insinuating some type of like alien connection here. Super cool. And we're to the Fool. Okay, we're to the Fool. This is a very futuristic deck. Very, very cool deck. I might hang on to this one for a while before I sell it. Le Monde. The world. Okay, and the backs look like this. When I was looking at the pictures of this deck on the internet, when purchasing it, I was concerned that it was actually damaged. It's not. This is how the deck was printed. I believe they were trying to go for like a night sky, a galaxy or something like that. And I do want to show the little white book that comes with it. Obviously, I cannot speak this language, so I don't know what it's saying, but it gives small descriptions of each card to kind of push your mind in the right direction. Anyway, this is Tarot of the Mages, and I hope everyone has an excellent day. Bye.